What's going on, wrestling world? We back at it again. This is episode 15. Yeah, we grow. You already know who it is, Sway Jose. We're going to get into this fight for the Fallen. Thumbs up, subscribe, click the bell for notifications. Also, I wasn't here Monday. I was feeling sick, but check me out. Tuesday, I did G1 Climax results, standings, predictions. So if you missed any New Japan Pro Wrestling action this past weekend, you can get caught up by checking out episode 14, New Japan Pro Wrestling G1 Climax. Results, predictions, standings, all that. Go check that out. Today's episode, we're going to be going over, it's an AEW Edition. We're going to be going over Fight for the Fallen. Excuse the appearance. I haven't really got myself together for work. You know, I just came in and I wanted to get on this because I wanted to really get it out here and then enjoy the rest of my night. So, excuse the appearance. I'm going to get right into this card. I'm going to just dive right into it as best as I can. We had the buy-in pre-show with Peter Avalon and Sonny Kiss. Now, there was nothing inherently wrong with this match, but it did not create any more or less excitement for the show. And that is the one job of a kickoff show match. Now, Kiss had not been utilized in any substantial way to this point. And you can say the librarian gimmick kind of did not help matters, but they got a response from the crowd. Even Sonny Kiss got a response from the crowd. So, I guess if you're familiar with the two, you know, if you've been paying attention, I guess. I mean, I'm not really big on Sonny Kiss or the librarian gimmick. I like Peter Avalon, and I think I liked what I seen more from Peter Avalon in this match than Sonny Kiss. I'm not hating on Sonny Kiss. It's just not me. It's just not something that that's not the entertainment I want to see in a wrestling ring. But if that's what you like, that's what you like. Now, to Kiss and Avalon's credit, they worked hard and the match was fine enough for what it was. It was really fine for what it was. I can go with that. Kiss is very athletic. But what it was, though, was not an ideal show opener aimed at drumming up energy for the rest of the evening's festivities. That's just how I feel, you know. Was it a good match? Did they work hard? Yes. I like Peter Avalon. He shined. But I just wasn't really all that into it because I'm not real big on the Sonny Kiss whole character and gimmick. So, but you like it, you like it. And if you liked it, you probably like this match. So that's cool. But for someone that's never seen anything AEW and you want to get into it and you calling it an alternative, you see this, it's like to me though, I would look at it and I would look at the in-ring and what they did in the ring, what they were able to do. So I probably would have continued watching. But to other people, maybe they wouldn't. Maybe they just wouldn't. Like I said, I'm not big on the librarian gimmick, so I'm not real big on the Sonny Kiss character, so that's what it was. Next, we had Britt Baker and Riho against Shoka Nakajima and beat Presley. Now, this was without a doubt the best match in AEW history. That's what some people are saying. That's what they're saying. And I'm reading this from Bleacher Report. I don't know about all that. I would have to go back to all the buy-ins and really check out all the matches. I did enjoy this one, though. This was good. A lot of people, you know, crapped on it. They said, you know, it was a little sloppy. Yeah, a little sloppy at times, but I enjoyed it. It's a short history, of course, but that does not diminish just how good this match was. It was a match of two stories with Baker and Presley engaging the audience, and Riho and Nakajima carrying the final moments of the match. Post-match brawl between Baker and Presley, coupled with the commentary by Excalibur and Marvez, suggested the rivalry will continue, perhaps the championship implications. The rivalry will continue, and they're saying that it's going to have championship implications. I'm thinking that that's going to be at AEW All Out. They're probably going to have a big match with them with some kind of women's championship implications. Now, they didn't really mention Riho in that, and I don't see why. Like, granted, she lost here, but Riho has really been on fire. She's been one of the women that I've really liked. And I like what I've been seeing from Riho. I like what I've seen from Nakajima as well. So, I want to see more of these two women. I like the Joshi Pro women. B. Presley, she's the Stardom champion. She wore the belt to ring. Riho had her belt. And, a lot of things people were saying was, the champs won. The champions won in this match. Now, I don't know how big of a bearing that has, but it does, because when you're watching WWE, man, we're steadily seeing the champs lose. And I think this was strong. It made Nakajima look good. It made Presley look good. And even in defeat, it still got Riho and Baker over. And I love the style of the Joshi Pro women. I like this style. A lot of people have mixed opinions about it. I enjoy it, and I am excited to see more of these women. And I'm also excited to see B. Presley, Brett Baker all out. That's going to be money. I'm really interested in that. Now, show kicked off. We had the main card. Show kicked off. I said show kicked off. The show's main card kicked off with Jimmy Havoc, Darby Allin, Joey Janella versus Shawn Spears, MJF, and Sammy Guevara. This was a 6-man tag match. Now, MJF and Spears clearly did not get along following Spears' attack on Cody. The chair shot heard around the world, and we know MJF is Cody's boy. Now, it was mounting tension between Allin and Havoc on the baby team that led to the finish here. That's crazy. Allin tagged himself into the match, slowed his team's momentum, and ended up eating the pin. That would seem to set up what would be an incredibly high-risk, ridiculously violent feud between the two. What the match also did well, besides highlight how great Guevara is at his young age, because he was the star, in my opinion, of this match, MJF and Spears expressed a dislike for each other without sacrificing their heel personas. All that was good. If you want the play-by-play, go watch the match. Look at the highlights. All that I just said, it was all true. I agree with all of that. I do. It was a good match. It was awesome. I really enjoyed this. I enjoyed the storyline that they had in Ty. I like how when Darby Allin got into the ring and him and Shawn Spears, Darby Allin has a little animosity towards Shawn Spears because it's like, me and Cody had a great match that ended in a draw. You kind of showed me up with that chair shot. I don't like that. So I like that. I also liked how it seemed like Janella and Havoc were like only tagging each other in and leaving Allin out. And that's what led Allin to tag himself in, because he's like, hold up, like, I'm here. But it did slow down momentum because Jimmy Havoc was on a roll at that point. So I like that. Just the interaction. Sammy G. I almost called him Jimmy. Sammy G. He's a star. He's a star at his young age, man. Sammy Guevara is nice. He is nice. There was a point in time where he was just in the ring, go out, flipped out, went on this person, got back in the ring, did something to him, flipped out. It was like, oh, that was fucking amazing. Sammy G really shined in this match. Good match. I liked it, and I can't wait to see what comes from this. So we're going to have to watch it be in the Elite and road to All Out. Because I believe a lot is going to come from this 6-man tag match. Next, we had the Chief Brandi officer, Brandi Rhodes, against Ali. Now, to say the in-ring action between Ali and Rhodes was a bit disjointed at times would be an understatement, because it was. It really, really was. Though it was better than a match involving someone with limited in-ring experience like Rhodes would otherwise be. Now, the effort was there on the part of Brandi, and Ali did her part in carrying the storyline involving Kong. She did. But it was just so-so. Like, it was, The post-match between Awesome Kong and Aja Kong sets up an extraordinary, hard-hitting match between two of the most imposing and celebrated female performers of our time. One can only hope AEW delivers on that as soon as Chicago's All Out. Now, I'm going to tell you this. A lot of people were crapping on this match Of course, like I already said, it was so. You can tell like what they're saying about the match. You know, was a bit disjointed at times, and it was. Brandi looked a little sloppy, and I'm not gonna blame it because she's a bad wrestler. I'm gonna say maybe she just needs more work in the ring. Now I will say this: I don't want to see Brandi Rhodes as a top women's star in the women's division. I think having Brandi played a little role where she come in, she do her thing at here and there, it's fine with me. But I don't want to see Brandi Rhodes as the women's champion. I just don't. Not right now. Not what I've seen out of the match against her and Allie. I like what I've seen from Allie. Allie did a good job at, the storyline with Kong. I don't know where this leaves, if it's another match, because it seems like they're just going to go with Kong and Aja and Awesome and the Battle of the Kongs. And a lot of people are crapping on this because they're like, oh man, what do you mean? This is just a Goldberg and Undertaker part 2. I'm like, I don't look at it. I'm gonna look at it like it's a little Awesome Kong liked Aja Kong. She got her whole gimmick and what she does from Aja Kong. So it's almost like, that's like Jordan. If Jordan's like, if Michael Jordan come to Kobe and he like, hey man, you try to play me 1-on-1. What you think? You think that's not gonna happen? That's just the way I look at it, because when I look at Kobe, I feel like he's Jordan-esque. The things he does, his movements, certain things is Jordan-esque. And even at Jordan's age now and Kobe's age now, I would still love to see them go at it 1-on-1. I know it's different. It's basketball. It's just wrestling. I get it. But that's just the way I look at it because of Awesome Kong kind of copying Aja Kong's style. So I hope they let them go at it, and I hope it's all right. We shouldn't crap on it before it happens. I see why, Aja Kong has not looked all that good. Neither is Aja Kong in the ring. They're closely more towards the end. But for the fact that these are two legendary women in women's wrestling, I feel like they should be given this platform. That's just my opinion. Moving on. Also, before I do move on, it's interesting to see where they go with Allie. Where does this leave Allie? Where does this leave Brandi? Now, I don't want to see a rematch at All Out between the two. And if it is a rematch at All Out between the two, I feel like there will be some kind of stipulation, or I definitely believe it will be better than what this match was, because this match was not really all that. It was eh. Next, we have Luchasaurus and Jungleboy versus Angelico and Jack Evans versus The Dark Order. Now, we're going to get into this. Good old JR mentioned there were stars to be made in this one, and he was so right. Like, that's something I like. When JR said that, he was right. Jungleboy was a revelation to the fans, unfamiliar with his work, and Luchasaurus continued to build a reputation as one of the best big men in the industry. Throw in the usual aerial antics of Evans and Angelico, as well as unmatched fury from the Dark Order, you have a recipe for a potential show-stealing match. And a lot of people were saying that this was their match of the night, and I'm not mad at that, because this match was good. The spots were inventive, the near falls dramatic, and the efforts from all involved first class. Kudos to Marco Stunt for that outstanding head scissor spot, which popped the crowd and helped him make the most of his minutes. Now, at first when I seen this, I was like, what is he doing? He not in the match. Why ain't they disqualified? But it's like, a bell went off and it's like, there's no disqualification. So I'm like, oh, okay, well now it makes sense. And I like that. Now I'm like, okay, now it makes sense. Now it's cool. Now I'm not going to crap on it. People crapping on the Dark Order. I don't know why. I like the Dark Order. Stu Grayson was awesome. Stu Grayson killed it. Evil Uno with that swanton from the top. Come on, man. Now, there's one thing that I didn't like. I didn't like how when Luchasaurus was in the ring, it seemed like Evil Uno, put his tail between his legs and kind of, went. It's like, come on, man. The way you look, You have a human throne made for you. You're called Evil Uno. It's like you shouldn't be running from anybody. Like, you shouldn't be scared of Lucha. You're one person that should not be scared of Luchasaurus. And then when Stu Grayson looked like, I don't care you Luchasaurus, we about to go at it. So that was just it. I liked this match. I really liked this match. A lot of people said, Angelico and Jack Evans, it kind of seemed like they took a back seat. They got to show their skills as well. Jack Evans is money. I like me some Jack Evans. And Luchasaurus and Jungleboy are so over. I like the tag team. I really do. I like it. And it's something that's fallen into AEW's laps. Like, it just fell into their laps. And it's money. It is so good. Like, I like Luchasaurus and Jungleboy. People are saying they wouldn't mind them being the first AEW tag team champions. I wouldn't mind it either. Now, I don't think they will, but I wouldn't mind it if they were. And Jungleboy is fucking amazing. Luchasaurus is really good. Oh my god, this was a really good triple threat match. I really enjoyed it. I had the Dark Order winning. I had Brandi winning too. I lost because I had Havoc and Allen and Janella. I had them winning, so I kind of messed that up. But I had Kiss beating Avalon, and I didn't have a prediction for the women's tag team match, but I had the Dark Order for they should have. I like what people are like. Oh my god, the gimmick sucks. It just sucks. No, it doesn't. And do you see what these guys are capable of doing in the ring? Like, come on, man. Like, come on, quit crapping on the Dark Order. I like the Dark Order. I like what I've been seeing from the Dark Order. And them, Chucky T, Trump, and Ryder, the best friends, I think they're going to put on one hell of a tag team match. I will say this. AEW is looking like they have the best tag team roster. They have the best tag team division. They're putting on the best tag team wrestling. I will say that. Moving on. We had the Hangman, Adam Hangman Paige against Kip Sabian. Now, before I really get into this match, people were complaining about the time limit of this match. They're like, oh, why did this match go so long? Did you watch the match? Like, did you really sit and watch the match? Because if you did, I wasn't paying attention to the time limit. That's like, it started off slow. Oh, come on. Like, do you know what it's like to fill your opponent out? Does that make sense? Like, come on. Kip Sabian showed he's a damn good wrestler. Hangman Page, come on, man. Like, we complaining about match time limits, but you watch Raw and SmackDown when you only get 5-minute match tops. Oh, no, you got a 20-minute women's match. Well, on Raw, I don't even want to get into that. But, come on. We talking about, we mad that they went, 15 minutes or 19 minutes? I'm not mad. I love that. That's a wrestling match right there, man. Paige and Sabian took a few minutes to warm up. They was filling each other out. Once they did, they delivered. It's called filling your opponent out. They do it in boxing. They do it in UFC. I've seen a UFC match where the first round is just filling each other out. I've watched boxing when the first couple rounds is just filling each other out. It happens. They delivered hellishly fun, highly competitive match that helped warm Paige up for his AEW title match with Jericho and elevated Sabian's star. And that's what they did. That's why it went as long as it did. You had to have Sabian take Paige to the limit to make Sabian look good. Sabian was a winner of his match against Sammy G. He's a winner. And it did that. It was a highly competitive match that helped warm Paige up for his AEW title match with Jericho and elevated Fabian's star. I had to say that again. Paige appears a bit slower than he was at the height of his run in Ring of Honor and New Japan Pro Wrestling, something that can be attributed to either a legitimate knee injury or some expert selling. he had been able to be a step quicker, this could have been even better. Now, I'm not going to say that. They're selling the knee. He's selling it. This is great selling. This is really good selling. Now, there was a post-match beatdown. And they're saying that it's problematic because the fans in Jacksonville chanted, "Thank you, Jericho," for the first hint that there may be backlash towards Paige for being the chosen one of AEW. Hopefully that is not the case, but this was not encouraging on that front. Now, I get what they're saying, and I'm gonna say this. For that, I'm going to say this. There are people saying that the Elite, AEW is just for them. It's just for them to push Cody and the Young Bucks and Kenny and Hangman and SCU, that push them, forget everybody else. That's not it. Hangman Page is a star. He's a star. Whether you want to admit it or you want to, whatever, man's a star. Okay? And he should be pushed as one of their main singles stars. I just feel like Jericho has good heel heat behind him. He's a good heel. And if you're letting fans pick, what they want to follow, then that just doesn't mean nothing to me. That just means like Jericho's a little bit more over than Hangman Page. Now, if that is the crowd crapping on him because he's the company's chosen one, it's like, come on, man. Like, look at Adam Hangman Page. Like, I don't understand that. I just don't understand that right there. But yeah, Jericho attacked him. He showed up. He was dressed as the Minion. The Dark Order, they have their minions. He was dressed as a minion from the Dark Order, and he hit the Judas effect on Hangman Page. People been feeling however they want to talk about and feel about the Judas effect. I mean, it's Jericho at 50. He need a new move. It's a spinning back elbow. Whatever. But if you get caught with a spinning back elbow by someone who knows how to do it, you're going to drop to the floor. So don't be like, it's a spinning back elbow. Like, let John Jones hit you with a spinning back elbow. Your ass going to be knocked the fuck out. Period. Next. Hangman Page won. The right man won. He's getting, like I said in the beginning, that's what this match was for. And it did that and it executed that. There was a spot, though, where Adam Hangman Page, like, power bombs, like Sabian, to the outside onto the ramp. Cringe. And I love Sabian's selling of it. That was real good as well. So, good match. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed how long it went. Everyone's like, "Oh, it started out slow. It's called feeling your opponent out." Oh, well, Hangman Page ain't really it. He's selling a knee injury. Come on, man. Sheesh. SCU. And the Lucha Bros was next. We had Pentagon Jr., Ray Phoenix. They battled SCU, Scorpio Sky, Frankie Kazarian. This match was energetic. Was an energetic sprint of a match. The spots were solid, and the right team went over. I had the Lucha Bros winning this. For a match with no build whatsoever, because it really didn't have any build, designed only to put Phoenix and Pentagon over, ahead of the proposed match with Nick and Matt Jackson in Chicago, it was a fun addition to the card. Now, Kazarian and Sky have been so constantly good that they oftentimes go underrated and undervalued. They have proven they can kick shows off with a bang, but can also hang with a team as acclaimed in their prime as the Lucha Bros. SCU, including Daniels, is invaluable. That is true. SCU is awesome. They're awesome. I love SCU. I really like SCU. They're good. I had the Lucha Bros winning because they lost at Fyter Fest. They lost that Double or Nothing. If you're building them up as one of your top tag teams, they could not lose this match again. And SCU losing does not hurt SCU. They are going to be good. They're over already. They are going to be a major factor in this tag team division for sure. They are going to be tag team champs at some point for sure. So that's what I got out of that. It was a good match. I really enjoyed it for what it was. And one thing that kind of got me was Daniels. The Lucha Bros chopped Daniels across the chest. But then Daniels got himself involved in the match right in front of the referee. So, well, this isn't a no disqualification. You can't do that. That's a disqualification. And if you are going to do it, you got to do it sneakily behind the ref's back. But he eventually got sent to the back. He got kicked away from ringside. So I guess, that's kind of why they had it like that. Okay. But that's just something that's like that. Like, if WWE did it, I would point that out. So, AEW do it, I'm going to point that out as well. Like, that's just not, like, you can't do it right in front of the ref. And she just sat there like, okay, he's going to do his little moonsault flip. And it wasn't little, it was awesome. It was great executed. Christopher Daniels got the Fountain of Youth. He found it. That was an awesome move he did. Moonsault. But it just shouldn't have been in front of the ref. It shouldn't have been that blatant, They're like, oh, Lucha Bros attacked him first. It's like, yeah, all right, but if we following the rules, can't do that. Didn't take away from the match. Frankie Kazarian, man, oh my gosh. To still do what he is able to do is just phenomenal. Scorpio Sky lights out. I like SCU. Lucha Bros, they will be in a ladder match against the Young Bucks for the AAA Tag Team Championships at All Out. That's going to be a good one. The Young Bucks, Lucha Bros, ladder match. All Out. Oh, that's good. We are going to get to... This was my favorite match of the night. And everyone was like, oh, yeah, of course, because you like Kenny Omega. That's your guy. That's your man. But, no, this match was just good. No, Omega and Shima tore the house down. They did. They tore the house down with the match befitting their reputations across the globe. Which started a step slower than expected, steadily built into a war of strike stomps, meteoras, V-triggers, until Omega had to pull out his equalizer, the one-wing angel, to finally put Shima away after a 6-man tag match at Fyter Fest that felt like an underwhelming representation of what makes Omega so special. The Best Bout Machine responded with an extraordinary hard-fought match that earned him a win heading into All Out, but also earned Shima a legion of fans that may not have been familiar to his exploits internationally. Now that's 100% true. That is all 100% true. And it's 100% true because this is the kind of match that makes you sit there and say, Kenny Omega, Best Bout Machine. This match reminded me of Kenny being the Best Bout Machine. It did. It reminded me of, what Kenny is capable of doing, and it also got Shima over as well. This was a really good match, hard-hitting, this is what made Kenny Omega known as the Best Bout Machine. It is. It's what made Kenny known as the Best Bout Machine. I really enjoyed it. This was my favorite match of the night, hands down. I really, really, really enjoyed this match, and I was really excited to see Shima one-on-one versus Omega. Because I'm a person, I haven't seen a lot of Shima's work. And I've really enjoyed what I've been seeing from Shima. So putting him against a guy who I think is if not the best wrestlers on the world, the Best Bout Machine, Kenny Omega, they brought the house down. This was my favorite match, and I'm glad these are more matches that Kenny Omega needs to showcase why we call him the Best Bout Machine and why people like me say he's the best wrestler in the world. Enjoyed this match. I loved how we still was able to get Shima over. Shima hit a Meteora. Kenny Omega's laying on the table. I guess it's the bell table, where they have the ring bell on, if I'm not mistaken. Shima pulls it out, puts my man Kenny on it, climbs up, does a Meteora off of it. It was gangster. If you saw the show, he was like, oh, it was really, 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 really good. There was a lot of good spots in this match. Definitely check out the highlights. So I don't really give you a play-by-play because if you haven't seen it, I want you to go back and watch it. If I give you a play-by-play of everything that happened in the match, now granted, you're like, well, you told me who won, but you need to see how he won. You need to see all these spots because I'd rather you go back and watch and then come tell me what you feel about it. That's the whole point. Next, Chris Jericho took to the ring. He attacked Hangman Paige earlier in the night. This was a special segment, and Chris Jericho reminded the wrestling world that he is demanding a thank you from AEW for everything he has brought them, including the television deal with TNT. Jericho revealed the Casino Battle Royal and put Paige over. He did. He relived the Casino Battle Royal. He gets Paige over. He said if he beats Paige, it is just another victory, another notch in his belt. If he loses, it is the beginning of the end of Jericho's career and the downfall of AEW. Oh, that was good. I like that. That made him realize he has to beat Hangman. He said, I have to beat Hangman. I have to beat Hangman. I have to beat Hangman. He vowed to win the title, to save AEW, and prove that Hangman is a little biatch. This brought Paige to the ring, igniting a brawl that saw the locker room empty. Officials rushed to separate the budding rivals. Paige was left seething as the segment came to an end. And for everybody, it was like, oh, the crowd seemed a little bit hot on him here. He was getting a chance here. I heard it. And this was good. I like this. This was good. This was Jericho being Jericho and a really good heel. He elevated this match. He made it seem like when he said, like, I'll lose, man, it's just almost the end of this is the downfall of my career. I can't lose. I'm on fire right now. He got Hangman. Hangman's a good wrestler. He's great. He's a star in the business. He won the battle. But he's a little bitch. And I got to beat him. I liked it. I like this. I liked it. I like Chris Jericho is a heel. He is one of the top heels in the business. And I just really enjoyed this from Chris Jericho. And I liked how they had Hangman come back out there. He kind of like gave himself a Hangman coming out. And then he got a shiner. And he's bleeding. And he got a shiner. And it's like, and there was a moment where Chris Jericho goes, he's holding his hand up. And there's blood on his hand. He's like, you see this? You see this? He's like, this is Hangman's blood. Like, that's good. That's good. I like it, man. That's good. That's good shit. Next, we have the Young Bucks. The Bucks of Young. We have Matt and Nick Jackson taking on the Brotherhood, Cody and Dustin Rhodes. Now, Matt Jackson sold the hell out of his arm from start to finish. He definitely did. Really putting over the attack perpetrated on it by the Rhodes brothers. For one half of a team oftentimes accused of not selling over the course of a match, he was phenomenal here. And I hate when people say that the Young Bucks don't be selling. It's like, what? I don't know, man. Keep going. The storytelling was strong with the Bucks mocking their opponents and paying for it later. I love the storytelling in this match. The storytelling was really good. The utilization of the opponent's own moves against them added a nice bit of insult to injury, all of which was forgotten after the match when the Bucks paid respect to Cody and Dustin. Now, you could say the one negative is there really wasn't no big stakes in this match. This was a match built on respect. And while that was earned by both teams, neither really appeared better or worse off coming out of the bout. Furthermore, the Bucks essentially swept the challenge by the Lucha Bros under the rug, perhaps due to television time constraints, but it still felt out of place for them to not even acknowledge Pentagon and Phoenix's proposal. And I kind of feel that, but time was running out, and they did kind of cut them, brought the check out, and that's where that was. The show closing bit with the presentation of the check from Kenny Omega, Aleister Bailey, and AEW to the city of Jacksonville was a nice touch and a reminder that while the company is still very much revolution and competition minded, it is not forgetting to leave an impact on its host cities, while it marches toward its ultimate goal of changing the wrestling world. I liked it. Kenny Omega donated some money. Bailey donated money. AEW donated money, man. It was a nice, good feeling. I like it. You know how Kenny Omega, he's been closing off the shows with his, I bid you adieu, goodbye, good night, bang. He didn't do the bang. He did boing instead, which made sense. It was victims of gun violence, so that whole bang thing just did, and I like how they changed that up. I liked Fight for the Fallen. This was a really, really good show. A lot of people crapped on the main event. They said it was 30 minutes and went on for too long. It's too long. I don't get that. Like, I'm a wrestling fan. I watched New Japan. I watched the G1 Climax. I watched the Evolve show. I watched Fight for the Fallen, and I watched Extreme Rules. So that it's too much wrestling, that shit annoys me. Because I'm such a diehard wrestling fan. I can watch wrestling all day. That's just me. That's how big of a fan I am. That's how much I'm into it. I love long matches, man. My favorite match of all time is a 30-minute Iron Man match between Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. So that's just going to tell you everything. So now, if it's a long match and it's crap, like the women's match they had on Raw for the number one contenders, that did not need to go 20 minutes at all. That was bad. But if you give me 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 45 even, of two guys just going in and just going at it and showcasing their talent and ability with good in-ring storytelling, you got me. And that's what a lot of these matches were. I like Fight for the Fallen. It was good. Now, did it have its hiccups? Yes. Was it perfect? No. Are you perfect? No. Am I perfect? Heck no. But I enjoyed it. It was a really, really, really good show. And it's something that I would watch over again. It is. It's something that I wouldn't mind watching over again. Now, I do feel like the main event, didn't have no real big stakes to it, but it wasn't supposed to. It wasn't supposed to. It wasn't. It's a one-off. We don't know what's going on with Dustin. We know Cody has to get ready for Shawn Spears. And as far as the Young Bucks on addressing the Lucha Bros, that will come. We'll see that. They have Being the Elite. They have Road to All Out. So they will address them. There wasn't enough time. They got cut off at the end. So that's that. But all in all, it was a good show. Go back and watch it. I really enjoyed it. I liked it. Like I'm saying, my match of the night honors go to Shima and Kenny O. They tore the house down. But it was all a really, really, really good show. If I'm going to go with my second, I would go with the Triple Threat Tag Team with the Dark Order, Jack Evans and Angelico, and I got a brain freeze. I can't remember who the other team was, guys. Jungleboy and Luchasaurus. How the heck can I forget those two? Those two are awesome. And they are going to continue to get over. I'm excited. I cannot wait to see more. Now we got to wait. We got August 31st. So I'm probably going to be really going over Being the Elite and Road to All Out. That'll be what I'll really be covering on our Road to All Out. I plan on having a All Out little watch party at my house. I wanted to go to Jacksonville, to see it. Didn't work out how I had it planned, so I'm here. But I'm going to have my own little All Out watch party, and I'm going to enjoy the show. Thank you guys for rocking with me on this hump day, Wednesday. Thumbs up, subscribe, click the bell for notifications. Keep up the support. To all my AEW fans, I'm with you. I'm rocking. I'm here with you guys. I'm in the mix. I'm here. I'm all in for AEW. I'm with you. And anything, questions, comments, if you want to know something, comment. Just holler at me. Just let me know. But my AEW fans, I'm here for you guys, man. And I'm really enjoying this ride that we're on. And it's just think at the press conference, the very first press conference to where we are now. It's just awesome. It's awesome. It is really, really awesome. That concludes Cloud Thoughts of Wrestling, episode 15. One fiver. Tomorrow, we are back at it. NXT. I'm going to get off here. I'm going to get out of these clothes. I'm going to finally get myself together and situated. I'm not a dirtball. I just really wanted to come in and get this banged out. Because, it's been on my mind. And I really just wanted to get this out here. So, check me out tomorrow, NXT. Friday, I will be back with Extreme Rules. We are going to go over Extreme Rules. And Saturday, I don't know how I'm going to do this. You know what? It's looking like I'm probably going to have to upload 2 in one day. It's something that I haven't done. And granted, I did a 2-part series for Stomping Ground. I may have to upload 2 in one day Friday because I want to get these Manhattan Mayhem predictions and review up before the Ring of Honor Manhattan Mayhem. So I got to figure that out. I got to figure that out, guys. I got to figure out and see how I'm going to do that. But conquer your goals, live your dreams, spread that love, spread that peace. I'm out.